If there's one thing the amazing world of Gumball knows how to do, it's leaving its mark wherever it goes. And that includes unexpectedly popping up in other animated shows. But do you really know all the times Gumball showed his face outside of Elmore? Crossover Nexus. And to kick off our list, Cartoon Network decided to open the Nostalgia Vault. Several characters from the 1990s and 2000s show up, but the truly surprising moment begins when Ben 10 appears and activates the Omnitrix, and suddenly, instead of turning only into aliens, he starts transforming into classic mascots. First, Robot Jones appears, then Uncle Grandpa, and of course, our beloved Gumball shows up to give a quick long time no see, before Ben transforms into Mordecai from regular show. It's a blink and you miss it appearance, but an absolutely amazing Easter egg. But that wasn't the only time Gumball showed up briefly in other shows. Get ready, because what's coming next is going to blow your mind. Learning with Pibby. Another totally wild Gumball appearance happened in the not-so-innocent Learning with Pibby. The video looked like a cute educational cartoon from Adult Swim, with Pibby happily singing in a preschool-style world full of colors, stars, and animal friends, including Bun Bun, the most adorable mascot in the universe. But then, boom! A creepy glitch invades the screen and starts swallowing everything. The scenery, the friends, the joy, world peace, you name it. Suddenly, classic characters like Fred Flintstone and Porky Pig appear completely distorted, alongside more recent characters like Finn and Amethyst. And of course, who also shows up, totally bugged out and terrifying? Our beloved and hunted Gumball, now in an even more corrupted version. It's nostalgia with a nightmare twist. King Shakir. And this next Gumball appearance is so unexpected that many people don't even know it happened. He showed up in a Turkish animated series called King Shakir. The show aired on Cartoon Network Turkey since 2016, premiered around the same time as The Amazing World of Gumball. It already has 7 seasons and more than 280 episodes, following Shakir, a young lion, on adventures with his family and friends from different species. At first, everything felt like classic family-friendly fun, until later seasons decided to go completely wild with time travel, outer space, and increasingly crazy storylines. And unless you're from Turkey or an Easter egg detective, you probably didn't know that Gumball makes a lightning-fast appearance in episode 28 of season 1. In it, the character Merc is terrified of the idea of marriage and decides to act like a child to escape that responsibility. During one scene, a small clip from the episode The Origins appears, the one that shows how Gumball met Darwin for the first time and explores the beginning of his story with the Watterson family. It was quick and totally unexpected. South Park. And the next Gumball appearance happens in a place no one would ever expect. South Park. Yes, that same show that's been around since 1997 and is famous for turning any TV news into animated chaos. The series follows 4 kids, Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and poor Kenny, who live in a snowy town where absolutely bizarre things happen every single day. With so many episodes, seasons, and even movies, you'd think Trey Parker and Matt Stone would never reference something as different as The Amazing World of Gumball. But surprise, they did. In the episode The End of Serialization as We Know It, from December 2016, there's a scene where Kyle's mom is checking Ike's internet history. The list is massive, filled with searches ranging from famous YouTubers like Markiplier to games like Minecraft. And right in the middle of that digital chaos, a direct reference to Gumball appears, suggesting the show on a streaming service right there in the kids' history. And the most surprising part? This time, South Park didn't mock it, didn't joke, didn't destroy anything. It was a genuine tribute to Gumball. A miracle? Maybe. Teen Titans Go. Heading back to the Cartoon Network universe, we have another special Gumball appearance, this time in Teen Titans Go. The series, which started in 2013 as a comedy spin-off, swapped serious missions for jokes, colorful explosions, and extremely questionable hero decisions. And it's exactly in this vibe that the tribute to our favorite Blue Cat appears. In the 2016 episode Squash and Stretch, the Titans are furious and deeply embarrassed after losing a battle to a squirrel. From there, they start imagining elaborate revenge plans, until they realize that violence solves nothing. Well, everyone everyone realizes it, except Cyborg, of course. To prove that cartoon violence can be fun, he turns on the TV and starts showing classics. First, we see references to Looney Tunes, with the eternal Coyote versus Roadrunner battle. And then, suddenly, a green cat and a purple fish appear on screen. They aren't exactly Gumball and Darwin, but the fish's design is so similar to the amazing world of Gumball style that there's no denying it. It's a direct reference to Elmore. Here's a little tip for you. Click the subscribe button down below. That way it'll be much harder for you to miss any of our upcoming videos. Uncle Grandpa. Now let's go back to Gumball's official appearances. And guess who's with him? That's right, the completely unpredictable Uncle Grandpa. In the episode Cartoon Factory, Uncle Grandpa decides to visit a factory where cartoons are produced, all in an attempt to learn more about himself. During the guided tour, we see several cartoons with swapped colors, weird styles, and almost parallel versions of famous characters. Of course, Gumball couldn't be left out. But this time, the one who actually appears is Darwin, featured on a poster with slightly off colors, like one of those cheap prints rushed out at a random copy shop. And it doesn't stop there. In the episode The Imitators, Darwin appears again, now alongside Gumball on another poster hanging on the wall. It seems the creators of Uncle Grandpa are either huge fans of Elmore, or they just love spreading Gumball Easter eggs wherever they can. Either way, we're thankful. Gravity Falls. And continuing our list, brace yourself for this one. Gumball managed to invade a rival network without even actually appearing. Yep, many fans noticed that the episode Gravity Falls, Part 1, Weird Mageddon, has a scene that's very similar to the episode The Job from The Amazing World of Gumball. For those who don't remember, Gravity Falls is that mystery-filled show about twins Dipper and Mabel, who spend the summer with their great-uncle Stan in a town where absolutely nothing is normal. With the town collapsing and Mabel trapped inside a bubble, Dipper gets help from Wendy and Suze. And while they're running from Gideon and his gang, one of the craziest scenes in the series happens. Everyone starts transforming into different animation styles. Birds, anime characters, and even live-action actors, as if they're jumping through alternate realities. That's when fans realized the sequence strongly resembles the Gumball episode The Job, where Richard gets a job, an event that threatens to destroy the entire planet. The style changes, the chaos, the collapsing realities, all very similar. Coincidence? Reference? Multiverse? We'll let you decide. Chip and Dale. Here comes one of the most unlikely appearances of our blue cat. Yes, Gumball managed to show up in a Disney movie. We're talking about Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, where 1990s nostalgia blends with layers and layers of humor. Back in their prime, Chip and Dale were the most beloved duo on TV. Childhood friends turned stars, they ruled the small screen until fame started slipping away. Chip decides to go solo, Dale gets left behind. Their friendship cracks, careers collapse, and each one struggles not to become forgotten afternoon TV history. But everything changes when their friend Jack is kidnapped by a gang that specializes in pirating animated characters. That's when the duo reunites to investigate who's behind the operation. And guess who the villain is? A tired-of-life version of Peter Pan, completely washed up, old, and more bitter than an overdue bill. Throughout the movie, we see characters from every possible franchise. The Simpsons, Winnie the Pooh, Sonic, a true animation fair. And right in the middle of this crossover madness, who shows up too? Him, Gumball, a little purple with long arms and legs and no tail, but still unmistakably him. I found Disney's Gumball, Villainous. Now we reach a series that started as a web series in 2012 and grew so much that it became an official show on Cartoon Network Latin America and HBO Max. We're talking about the Black Hat organization, led by Black Hat himself, an evil genius who basically sells products for villains who want to be even more villainous. His team includes the long-suffering Dr. Flug, who constantly gets beaten by everyone. But the most interesting part is that behind that paper bag is a very important piece of the cartoon multiverse. And it's exactly in the villain orientation videos that this multiverse opens up. Villains from completely different worlds appear, like Townsville, where Nicole makes a very quick appearance alongside Grandma Jojo. In one specific episode, Dr. Flug analyzes none other than Rob, reviewing all of his failed attempts to defeat his eternal archenemy, Gumball. It's loss after loss until Rob ends up at the Black Hat Organization's training camp, where he trains alongside famous villains. But Rob wasn't the only resident of Elmore to go through this dark training. The strongest character in the amazing world of Gumball, Nicole, has been there too. This connection suggests, at the very least, that she has the potential to become the greatest villain in Elmore, and maybe even in the entire multiverse. There's also a curious moment when Gumball finds a Black Hat business card and decides to call them, leading to a scene where he tries to understand how, when, and why Nicole has any connection to such an evil organization. Uncle Grandpa. After so many series, crazy crossovers, and improbable appearances, we finally reach the end of our list, and we end with yet another Gumball appearance that is, at the very least, just as strange as the show it happens in, Uncle Grandpa. After all, we're talking about everyone's favorite Uncle Grandpa, who solves kids' problems in the weirdest ways possible. Solutions that only work in his own universe. In the episode Pizza Eve, the story suddenly cuts to an awards ceremony called the Grampies, which is basically the Grammys, but in the totally unhinged cartoon multiverse version. Uncle Grandpa appears as the official host, all fancy and dramatic, while the audience is packed with legendary characters. Samurai Jack, the Powerpuff Girls, and right there in the middle, trying not to be noticed, Gumball himself. He doesn't say anything, doesn't move much, but he looks visibly tense, probably thinking, what am I doing here? In the end, the ceremony finishes exactly how everyone expected, with Uncle Grandpa winning all the awards, as if he had submitted every category under his own name. It's chaos, but it's the chaos we love, and that wraps up our appearances. But anyone who knows this cat knows you can never doubt where he might pop up next. We're wrapping up this video, but if you love having your mind blown, this is the place to be. That's why we picked 2 great videos for you to click, watch, and, best of all, keep hanging out with us.